So we're working on sexual techniques now, and I'm going to try to intersperse a lot of cool outside videos with people talking about their thoughts and feelings about this rather than a lot of lecture from me. So let's get started. Okay, so this is a chart. We're going to start off with masturbation as a solo technique. And we're going to find out that masturbation is very healthy for you. We learned, like in the history, that they had different feelings about it, but we're going to find out that our research finds that it's very helpful as far as your health and also becoming more sexually aware of what you like and what you don't like. So this chart shows you some reasons that people have given for masturbation. As you can see, to relax, to relieve sexual tension, partners are unavailable, partner does not want to engage in sexual activity, boredom, to obtain physical pleasure, to help get sleep. So a question that I get asked, or maybe it's on your true and false quiz, is what if you're masturbating and you're in a relationships, and how much masturbation is too much masturbation? So a lot of married people do report masturbating, and it's just like a lot of them give the reason that, it's just like, I just wanted a quick stress reliever, I just wanted to get it done. I didn't want to go through the whole sexual, foreplay and everything, and it's just a routine that I have in the shower, or it's just something that I do every day. So I think it is normal to masturbate even when you do have a sexual partner available. However, if you're always choosing to masturbate instead of being with your partner, or more often than not, I would kind of question it, like, why is that happening? Like, is there some sexual communication that needs to be accomplished? And we're going to be talking about sexual communication in this module as well. So they found that masturbation is physically harmless, so there's nothing going to happen. There may be adjustment difficulties if you're used exclusively when sexual outlets are available. Okay, and here's the therapeutic benefits. Masturbation is one of the first things that's prescribed if a person says that they have orgasmic difficulties. Just learning what you need in order to get an orgasm is such an important skill to learn, because like some women, I can't speak for the men, but I'm sure we're going to find out that there are men that have difficulties achieving orgasm as well. But I would say women's might be a little bit more physical, not understanding how it works, whereas I'm going to say that men reaching orgasm is, I would guess, a little bit more psychological than women's. I think many women's can have difficulties achieving orgasm because of the stimulation angle, because of the length of time needed for stimulation, and even if they psychologically want to have an orgasm, it might be more difficult for them. So we're going to find out that what it takes to achieve an orgasm is the sympathetic nervous system has to be activated. So we're going to learn that there's the parasympathetic and the sympathetic. And so when you're really relaxed, probably when you're listening to this video, probably your parasympathetic nervous system is activated. You're relaxed, your heart rate is down, so on and so forth. But if you contrast that with when you're taking a test in my class, probably your heart is pounding more, and that would be your sympathetic nervous system. So you have this thing called the autonomic nervous system, and it has two parts to it, parasympathetic and sympathetic. So sympathetic is more your fight or flight, and the parasympathetic is more relaxation. So in order to start the sexual arousal phases, then you have to have the parasympathetic activated. Then, in order to achieve an orgasm, though, the switch has to be flipped, and that is the sympathetic. So what it takes for a lot of women to get an orgasm is the sympathetic, absolutely, the sympathetic nervous system has to be activated. But what it takes to get the sympathetic nervous system activated for some women is holding their breaths. tensing their muscles, that kind of triggers all of that. And so really kind of letting go. So learning like, oh, okay, this is what I need to trigger my sympathetic orgasm response can be accomplished through masturbation, and then you can share that with your partner. Okay, also what they found is that masturbation helps us sleep, and we'll see another video that talks about that. It's a stress reducer. It's relief from menstrual cramps. I've even seen studies where cancer patients have had a better recovery time from routinely masturbating. The gender gap, so 81% of men and 45% of women report masturbating on a regular basis. Then we're also finding that 37% of men and 58% of women stated that they had not masturbated within the past 12 months. So we're seeing different things with regard to reports on masturbation. Here's an interesting connection. More education, people report more masturbation. I know that I've talked to a few people who don't believe in masturbation, and I'll share with you some of the things that they say. As they say, well, if you stir the pot, it makes it boil more. So actually helping yourself, they say that it decreases their sex drive by not masturbating, because like if they don't have a partner, then they feel like more in need of a partner when they masturbate on a regular basis. Others say that they were kind of taught that it was wrong or bad. Others say that it influences, like they feel like it's going to take away from their sex drive with their partner. I'm not sure how you feel about that. Do you think that if you masturbate that you won't be as hungry for your partner? They found a link between attitudes towards masturbation and orgasmic ability in women. And so one thing that we're going to learn is probably women need to communicate about how to become, how to bring them to orgasm. So every time that a man is with a new woman, or a woman is with a new woman, or whoever's with a new woman, they have a whole different ball game. So as I've told you in the past, Masters and Johnson watched over 325 women masturbate in a laboratory, and they said that no two women masturbated the same. So each time you're with somebody new, you have some new learning. So until you get really good at sexual communication and understanding this fact, I don't know how good the sex is going to be. As you saw from statistics in the past, that women are much more likely to have a regular orgasm when they're with their partners. This is probably, again, communication. So we found that there's a link between attitudes towards masturbation. Women who understand, like, hey, this is how I can bring myself to orgasm, they probably also can communicate that well. There's a link between attitudes towards masturbation and sexual satisfaction for women in marriage too. So these two are going hand in hand with my statements. The link may be general openness to sexual experience. We're not saying masturbation alone, but I'm hoping that this class is like illuminating a lot of interesting facts for you. So my main goal, my number one goal for this class is for you to feel confident in your own skin, and also to be more open to what others may feel, and just sexual confidence. That would, if you tell me that you gained that from this class, then that's so great. Many women report being more able to achieve orgasm through masturbation than sexual intercourse.